In education news, Massachusetts students are leading the nation in advanced placement testing. According to the College Board, which administers the exam, 32.9% of Massachusetts students who took the AP scored a 3 or higher. I sat down with Susan Lucy, the president of Mass Insight Education, which works with districts to increase participation in AP programs, and Marissa Donato, who teaches AP Biology at Central High School in Springfield, to learn more about how to help more students succeed in AP classes.
We're actually a national organization based in Boston. Our mission is to close achievement and opportunity gaps for underserved students, and we do that in two primary ways. One is by working on systems transformation, and the other is by working on student academic success. And here in Massachusetts in particular, in Springfield and elsewhere across the state, we partner with the state of Massachusetts to run the AP Advanced Placement STEM and English program. We serve about 10,000 students a year, and the goal is to get more underserved students into advanced placement and support them and their teachers to help make them successful and hopefully earn college credit.
And so there's a bit of good news as far as Massachusetts goes, ranked #1 for the AP scores. Explain that a little bit.
So Massachusetts, for the third year in a row now, was #1 in the nation for the percentage of seniors who took AP and scored a 3 or above on the exam.
And it's out of 5?
Yes, out of 5.
Okay.
And 3 is considered a passing score.
And what does that mean? So if you get a 3 and then you're going to apply to college, how does that translate into college credit?
So that's a great question. It depends where you go to college. Right now we have some legislation at the State House, and we're asking that all state institutions treat AP scores in a comparable way, meaning that students would earn credit for a 3 or above. Right now, there are some institutions that require a 4 in some areas, and it's really a little bit all over the map. And not surprisingly, that has some really disparate impact when you look at the number of, or the percentage of students who score a 3 who are, whether they're white, African American, Latino, low income. And so requiring a 4 really sometimes penalizes some of our neediest students.
So you teach AP Bio at Central High School here in Springfield. First of all, that just sounds so overwhelming right now. You teach AP Bio. Tell me about how many kids are in your class and how does it go day to day? Must be a lot of work.
It is. It's very rewarding, but it's very hard, especially in the beginning, and that's really where Mass Insight, for me, I really started the relationship with them, is because they really got me on my feet and running, because I really didn't know where to start when I started this. I had about 2 weeks' notice. Before the school year started, someone left, and then I said, hey, you know what, you're gonna teach AP Bio. And I said, oh, great. And I didn't know where to start with that, because that is so different from the regular biology course. And so that's where Mass Insight I got in touch with right away, and they really just helped me become the teacher I am now with the AP class. So right now, this is my 5th year with AP Bio, and I have 24 students. Over the years, it's ranged from 20 to 38 that I've had enrolled. And every year, my scores have improved, largely because of what Mass Insight, the partnership, does for us. We have Saturday classes where the kids come in, and they actually do come in, and we do extra work, and we do extra curriculum. We have mock exams so the kids can see what the exam feels like before they take it. It's a 3-hour exam, and I have these kids for about 55 minutes a day, so the test I give them in that time period is much different than a 3-hour exam.
Right.
So just having that experience changes things. So what we do is we cover every topic of biology in depth, just like a college course would, and we do that in a very short time period. Our test is in May, I get them in August, and so from there we are just working the whole year.
And so those kids are obviously vested. They want to come in on a Saturday because they want to get a great score. And the AP tests are nothing is cheap, right? I mean, everything costs money, like $90 or something like that. So they want to do well. How do you encourage kids who might be like a level 1 B+ student? Do you say go for an AP class and maybe you struggle a little, or, like, how would you advise parents?
Yeah, so really how it works at our school is that right around this time, March, April, is when kids start looking at their courses for their senior year, because at our school you would take it your senior year after you've taken a regular biology your freshman or sophomore year. And so kids come to me and they ask about the class and they ask, what's required, and I told them the only thing that's required is that you're willing to do a lot of work and you're going to be with me the whole year. And that's it. And honestly, I don't really care what their grades were before. If they tell me they're going to work the whole year, I will take them. And I've had students who have gotten C's before and they've gotten 3s on the exam. And for me, that is a huge win.
That's a huge win, and that's very encouraging, because I think sometimes kids feel very intimidated, perhaps
Yes.
based on a previous class, and that could be based on a relationship with a teacher, just not, clicking in the class as well.
And we encourage schools to do exactly what Marissa just described in terms of reaching out to students who might not be seen as typical AP students, because there's a lot of hidden talent in our schools and in our students, and many, many students have the capacity to be successful if they're supported by great teachers like
And I
Marissa.
think AP just is intimidating anyway.
Yeah.
AP, you're both intimidating me by that. But so we go from biology to English. English is a whole other ballgame. How do you support kids, as they're preparing for that test?
So English it's a lot of content and reading, but it's also really learning those skills to really unpack the literature, to really understand what's being alluded to in the literature, et cetera. So really, again, just as in biology or any of the other topics we support, we provide great training for teachers in the summer and then a follow-up session in October. And then we have people called content directors who will go from school to school and visit a teacher's classroom, give him or her feedback on their teaching, and or teach a class, a demonstration class, and get, and help people watch it and learn from that. We also help people with their course content and syllabus, and just kind of being on call as the work progresses, and if they get stuck on something or would like some new ideas.
So the participation rate for AP classes is 47% in Massachusetts, something that I had read. That sounds decent. Like, where would you like to see it?
So there are schools in which virtually every student takes at least one AP class. And so I think the most important thing is that every student who might want to, one, that students are encouraged, because you're absolutely right that students and families are sometimes intimidated or they don't understand the opportunity. And there is evidence that even if you do not score a qualifying score, you are better prepared for college, and kids who take AP are more likely to persist in college when they get there. So we really encourage schools to democratize AP and keep reaching out to students and their families.
Sometimes when you raise that bar, kids will, they'll meet
rise
that.
to the
They'll rise
occasion.
to the occasion.
That's
And
right.
they'll meet that challenge.
That's
And
right. That's
a
right.
C is a B, right? That's not how you should be thinking about it. But a C is a B. So, but let's talk about an AP kid who gets a C. And maybe gets a 1 on the test. But it's not a total loss, right? Because when they go to college, they're that much more prepared.
Exactly. I've had students who have gotten every grade in my AP class. I've had students who have not actually passed my class, but passed the AP exam. I had one who came back and said, you know what, like, I didn't pass the class, but I got a 4 on the exam, and so I got credit. So thanks. She's like, I didn't really necessarily like you last year, but I really am happy this year. I've had students who haven't passed the exam and are doing great in college. I had one girl who's at Springfield College, and she didn't pass the exam, but she said she has an A in bio. So even if they don't pass, they're still getting prepared for college, which is one of the hardest things. It's a hard transition going from a high school senior to a freshman college courses. And so it's preparing them for something that is going to be a tough task.